What's up, guys, and welcome in. So today we're going to be talking about identity calibration, right? Occupying a version of yourself that you actually prefer. This is a download I got from the Dragons, so bear with me because sometimes unpacking that information can be a lot. So basically, and I'm going to tell you guys a little bit of a story for myself, but I had a situation in my life where I was dealing with a thing, right? Just accepting it, being like, okay, this is just what's handed to me, right? I don't prefer this thing, but I'm just gonna deal with it because this is what it is, right? And when you put yourself in situations where you're just like dealing with something and you're just like, I don't like this, but I'm just dealing with it. I'm just dealing with it, right? There's this weird energetic thing that happens where I want you to think of like a rubber band, where all this tension starts to build up. You think of pulling a rubber band back, all this tension, because you're just dealing with it. You're dealing with it on a daily basis. You're dealing with this situation you don't like. But you have a choice, but you're just like, whatever, I'm just gonna deal with it, right? So all this tension builds up, right? So you are in a state where you don't prefer this thing, and then there's the version of you that does prefer a thing. And what happens is when you let go of the situation, when you let go of the circumstances, when you let go of the thing that is causing you some type of dissonance from an emotional, energetic standpoint on a daily basis, when you let go of the thing, this slingshot it's the equivalent of letting the rubber band go. So you immediately slingshot into the version of yourself that does not tolerate this thing, right? The version you always preferred. You're like, if I was occupying the self that does not prefer this thing that I'm dealing with, this person would have addressed it, or I wouldn't even be bothered with this, right? It's not even a part of that version of you's reality. So when you have situations and circumstances that you don't prefer, and you finally let that thing go, you slingshot into more of the version that you do prefer, right? So I'm not saying that that's the only thing that you have to let go, or that's the only thing you have to do in order to slingshot into this version, right? Because there's other things that build this version that you prefer to occupy, right? So you're thinking of all your blessings, you're thinking of all the things you prefer, and you know, it's the version of you where you're like, yeah, that's success right there, right? That successful version of you is not dealing with those things that you're currently dealing with, that you're choosing to deal with. So because you let go and you slingshot more into this version of yourself, you will find that it makes space for you to receive more. How this shows up, I cannot tell you exactly how it shows up, right? I can tell you how it showed up for me. So I received a benefit. The moment I let go of a situation, I received a benefit that is going to be with me the rest of my life, right? And this is from a financial standpoint. There's a benefit that I received that will be with me for the rest of my life because I let go of this thing that was causing emotional turmoil, right? So when you let go of situations, there is not just the physical letting go of a thing. There is an energetic thing that happens where you align more with the version of you that has the stuff that you want. Okay? So anytime you're dealing with something, if we take a moment and just be like, okay, well, what would this version of me be doing about this situation? Would they even be dealing with this? No. Okay, so like these are the type of things that you have to think about, because the goal here, a lot of what I talk about here, is moving to, or let's say calibrating to, the desired reality, right? All these realities exist with stuff that you want. Calibrating to that reality is there's a few different things that you do that are important. This is one of those things, right? The things that you allow in your reality right now, that you have a choice, right? It just would be difficult, or it's one of those things. It's just like, that sounds like it's going to be an inconvenience. Like those things, the moment you let those things go, you slingshot more towards the version that doesn't even deal with those things, right? So it may seem like it's unrelated when you're like, I want all these things, all these goals and stuff, but you have to think about everything that builds this character, this version of you that has everything that you desire, right? You have to start thinking about the details of it. There are certain themes that this version of you does not deal with. So letting go of things that are causing tension, right? Emotional tension, things that are bothering you a lot, whether if it's you voicing it even, right? Because sometimes people don't want to say a thing, right? Voicing something that is bothering you, setting your boundaries, right? That version of you that's got the boundaries too, okay? That version of you that's got whatever it is that you're desiring does not allow people to walk over them and sets boundaries, okay? So, and I'm sure that this is for somebody right now, because it was popping up very heavily. So this is a very important, let's say, key, right? It's not the only thing, but it's a key to really slingshotting into the version that you want. You could call it quantum leaping, but I believe that we're always quantum leaping. We're always shifting through realities. So this is more about, how do I calibrate to that specific thing that I want? Yeah, it's valuable. It's been valuable for me, right? So I hope that this was helpful. I don't think I have anything else regarding this thing. But yeah, I will talk to you guys later, and have a good one.